Alexandra, nice to meet you. And now I'm in China and I would like to share some knowledge about China with you guys. First of all, I would like to tell you about the first city which I visited in China. The name of the city is Kaiping, and you can say that it's a pretty rural city and it doesn't have a lot of infrastructure inside of that, and the main attraction for tourists in the city is a shopping mall. Yes, that's correct. It's crazy, but all people who we know in China, me and my friend Daria, they told us that the main attraction for tourists is a shopping mall. So why did I decide to go to Kaiping? Because I found an employer in this small city, and actually I would like to share with you some tips about how to be smarter than me, and read your contract carefully enough, and be sure that when you will be in the place where you supposed to work, everything is going to be the same what you signed in your contract. Yeah. So first of all, you should trust the paper, not trust the words, because the employer which I found it when I've been in my hometown, this lady, she told me a lot of stuff and it was so different from my contract, and somehow I didn't ask her a lot of stuff about this contract because I was kind of busy, and when I came to the place I didn't have the signature and stamp from the employer. So they started to change the conditions very fast, and some of these conditions were real bad. So please be careful and read your contract real good, and if you have any doubts or questions about your position, please just contact to your employer and just do that. Just do that. The second point, don't work for free. Because of my employer, I have worked 5 days for free. The lady said to us like, oh, we didn't sign our contract yet, but you can spend some time in the kindergarten where we're supposed to work, and it just happens that we've been working during 5 days, and they had some classes with us and we made some demos for them, but they didn't pay for that. So every time when somebody offers you to do something for free, say no, I'm sorry, our contract is not signed up yet, so I'm not going to work. That's very important to say that. And the third point is to be sure that your apartments are good. Ask about the pictures when you are in... Excuse me, we haven't parted yet. So ask your employer to send you the pictures of the apartments where you're supposed to live, and ask about the payment which you need to make, and about the deposit which you will need to make or no. Ask about the utilities. Ask about the utilities which you will need to cover by yourself, or maybe employer will cover it for you. Also make sure that this employer is not that bad how mine was. So they put the amount of money which they are going to cover for our apartment. It was 1,500 RMB, and somehow they found the apartment for 1,900, and also they asked us to pay for water, for electricity, and also they asked to cover 2 months of deposit for these apartments. So we didn't start work yet, and they told us that we need to pay 109, about like 6,000 RMB for these apartments. I mean, just ask a lot of questions about that, and about pictures too. And if something will be wrong at your apartment, you just will able to say something to show the pictures from the chat which you had with your employer, and you will be just safe with this stuff. And the fourth point is one of the most important points. It is the location where you're going to work. Our employer said to us that we are going to work in the place which is a kind of close to the apartments where we live, but the reality was a little bit different. In fact, we had the apartments 1 hour far from the place where we should work. So it's terrible to use a bus when you work at the place like Kaiping, because Kaiping is a 1,000 city and it's pretty hot here. So the temperature outside is about 30 degrees of Celsius, and you're just not able to walk. You just feel like you're a piece of fried chicken. Yes, so it's very important to know how long is the apartment from the place where you work. And don't hesitate, ask about the location of the apartments, ask about the location of the place where you're supposed to work, and just use the Google Map or Apple Map or wherever and check it. It's important. So even if that happened with me and with my friend, unfortunately we didn't say no to the employer in China which we found. So, but about that I will tell you in my next story. So I hope to see you soon, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.